Okay, we are live. Good morning. Good morning. It's Monday. I have it on high definition in case anybody there wants definition. Oh, what happened to AMD? Okay, we are live. Let me get rid of that. Good morning. It's Monday. I hate that. When you forget to turn one thing off, it's got to mimic you. What are you, a parrot? Okay. I got AMD up here. Let's put Tesla down here for now. Keep an eye on Tesla. All right, I'm gonna put that in here. I got the contracts out for now. Let's move that up. Wow, look at that drop on Tesla. Was that going to show us some sign of today, or are we going to see a reversal back on up? All right, so 260, 249.60 is going to be, I don't want that. 249.60 for right now is going to be the support. Let's put a 6 in there. That's perfect. And then here for resistance, I'm going to leave a wide resistance. It's going to show you where it can come back to for right now. And that just came all the ways down from 255.48. That's a huge spread right there. You know what? I cannot believe how far that dropped. Activate. Mm-mm-mm. Here's your 252. Let's say I'm gonna say 253. This thing could come back up $2. So be very careful. I don't know what's going on right now, and everything looks like it's dropping. But yeah, the SPY was strong. So from where I started this morning, the SPY went up. So let's keep an eye on Tesla. It might be a very good call. It looks like it's starting to come back right now. It looks like, and we can't do anything for 4 minutes. So let's edit this up to 75. There, we got 448.75, and then right here we'll be right under the VWAP for the support, which will put us at, well, or right at it at 440. I'm gonna leave it at 20, so it puts us right underneath. And this way we have some sort of a channel here. And then as soon as we get going, we'll put some trend lines in there. Also watching Meta. Meta also, your support is higher than I've got it. Let's say, let's say 75. That will put us right above, nope, right below. That's good, right below the VWAP. There's your white VWAP, in case of those who are new in here and don't have a clue. Oh, and there's my camera. Sorry, I forgot to put that in. And I have deck on very low in the background, just to see what's going on here, because I still got to flash something in his room in a few seconds with the bells up. All right, let's see. We're still. What happened to my high definition? Must have lost you for a second. I'm gonna have to keep an eye on that because it looks like the internet might be weak today. I hope not. Let me just take a quick 30. All right. Let's see where we're at with time. So I'll give you an idea of how much on the delay, and I'll try to put out as much as I can in alert form so you'll have it in advance. There we go. What was that? 13 seconds. We're at 13 seconds. I don't like that. I want to get it down to more like 9. Let's see what I have here that I can close. I don't know that anything's going to make a difference that I have open. eBay's open. Let's see, anything going on in eBay? No. All right, let me close that one for now. Last thing I do is want to get my eBay account hacked. Okay. Let's take care of that one. Get rid of this one. And this one should show we're closed. Sign out. Okay, we're closed there. And what do we got with you guys? We're good. Okay. So, all right. Monday morning, lost deck. Well, he's not saying anything. Okay. Okay. A 2 minute warning on the bell. Almost 1 minute warning on the bell. 1 minute. All right. We got less than 1 minute. Keeping an eye on everything right now and taking care of something in the other room. Okay. Cap locks off. I know that was on. There comes Tesla. Looks like it's going to come back up. So keep ready on the call on Tesla. Would be 250, 250, 250, 250 on the call, and 250 on the put. There we go. Market open. Okay. 7, 8. He beat me in there. Okay. Bell. There goes the bell. We are off to the races. And let me get rid of this. People think I left again. 18 people. Market is now live. Okay. And let's see what's going on here. Just want to see else who's live right now. Okay. 12, 18. All right. We're good. Wow. There's a jump right off the bat, right on the SPY, right there at 449.21. That's going to bring us up to about 440, 449.25. Right off the bat, 449.25. Your contract should now be a 450. 450 on a call and a 449. I don't know what I have. What did I put? I have 449 and 448. So that has changed right off the bat. So your SPY contract now, if you're not in one, would be call. Would be 450. 450. Hold on. 450. And your put for right now would be 449. There's, I just put it right under the contracts. 450 and 449 at this point. Now Meta could be the same. It'll still be 315 on the call. Let me make sure. Yep, and 312.50. That hasn't changed. And Tesla is still 255. Let's see what I got. 250. Nope. See, that one went up also. So let's see on Tesla. Okay. Tesla now would be, anybody's looking at Tesla, would be 255, 5.00, and then 250, 250. 252, 50 on the put. There's your Tesla. AMD, let's see, why did that go to the top? Oh, I got to change this. This has got to go to unlinked. All right, and then the top one stays linked and goes to AMD. Let me put them in alphabetical order, easier. Here we go. AMD is 117, 116, and it's still the same. It did some jumping around there. If we take a look real quick at the AMD contract, you'll see it's all over the place. If I can get it back in there, there we go. Thank you, Pete. All right, and I always thank Pete. Pete's like the god of that move. So let's edit this back up, and you can see that we're going to do it through be easier to activate it. I'm not going to use that top, but you can see 116.75 is probably, we're on it now, 116.75. So let's just say 117 is going to be 117. You can see somebody was testing it. They know they can push us to 117.30. You can see right there they had, it doesn't show me how many shares because it's too small. I can't get it. But that was on that first minute. Oh, I'm on 3 minutes. That's another problem. Let me bring this down to 1 minute and bring this down. Everything's 1 minute. Okay. There we go. And let's bring this one now. Activate this one up. If you're looking at AMD, which is a good one, 116.35. So edit. They know how far they can bring this down, and you got a double bottom there on the 116.35. If you look right, well, you got here, it did have another point down to 116. That's a big drop. So they know how far they can push this at 116.35. 116, you know what? 116, and we're back here, 117. Okay, we're going to leave it there. We know that it can go above or below, depending on the top. Be careful, because that means it could be a large drop really fast. And this is being manipulated right now. I think I'd rather watch this than Tesla right now. I will keep an eye on Tesla on top, and if anything happens. But Tesla has dropped back down. It looked like it was starting to come back up, but Tesla's back to about 251.75. we got the SPY here now, which has been moving up slowly. It did have a quick jump on the first one, on the first candlestick. Let's say we activate this and we can push this here now to about 449.50 being 449.50. And of course, we can see that we have an upper target at this point. All right, about right there. If let's say, let me get this open. Let me just see. That's the top of the VWAP plot. We're going to edit that, and we're going to call this upper target. We already got one. Upper target. We want to show this on the right. And just for right now, let's say 75 would be that target. And then, of course, 450. I think 450 is the ultimate target. And let's go right here, right there. Say OK. Chop the line. And there's our first target right there. All right. So if I was going to put it on the board, I'm saying we're headed here. You'd be looking at a call. But be careful. If you go in, remember, this is a heavily manipulated. We saw how Tesla could do what it did and drop like it did real quick. Don't think that the SPY can't do the same thing. All right. And just for now, I'm going to put, well, we're not really there. I'm going to leave it off. Let's go back to this and let's raise this up underneath the wrong one. I want to activate this right here. There's a lot of resistance there at 50, first of all. So before it's got to get over 50 to get to 75. I'm going to go past my VWAP and say 449. 449 being my ultimate support for right now. Okay, so we got 449 support on the SPY for anybody who's watching the SPY. Let's keep a little bit more in there. And then Meta, okay. Meta, we got 313.50 as resistance. 313.50. Okay, let's say okay. That'll bring it up. Wow, forget that. It's just gone up to the next level, which is 75. So 313.75. Okay, that's your resistance. And then right now your support would be, I'm going to keep this 312.75 for right now. It could be a little higher. We could go to 313 because it looks like it's still trying to move up. So let's do that. Let's go to 313 on Meta. That brings us to 313 there. So if you're watching Meta, and my Meta contract should still be good. Meta was 315 and 312.50. And their contracts on Friday. Anytime you see 50 cents at the end, it's always a Friday contract. All right, so keep that in mind. AMD, Tesla's not doing much. I'm watching it on the top, so it's still there. Just real quick for those of you that might be watching Tesla. All right, you can see Tesla is still in. I don't know why this particular one keeps doing that. Tesla is still within that channel and not really doing much. So we did keep that low bottom there at the lower VWAP plot, but we are above the VWAP on Tesla, but it's still looking a little weak. Let's go back to AMD because AMD is getting a lot of action right now, as so is Meta. And look right there on SPY. Looks like we might get to see my my first target of the day get hit. Also here, the target here would be 117.25, 117.35. I'm going to say at least 117.35. All right. So let's put our resistance up first of all to 117. We got that already. Wow. Okay. Let's say 25. That's the next leg up. So that would put us about right there. So our support now is definitely right below the 13 exponential, which would be, come on, I didn't click yet, right about 116.90. Let's say 95. It's too far above. Actually, it's really where it is, but I still think the pullback could be the 13. What do I got here? 116. Let's just make it 90. I'm trying to keep it right on the 13 or right below. All right. Now here, remember I told you on Meta, I was looking at 314.25, and right now we've got 314. 314 is probably your target, and right now the resistance at this point. We were actually up a little higher. I would say that 314.25. If we keep going up, The way it looks right now, I would say that 314.25. That doesn't have to be exact. Okay, and let's edit that. That's going to be upper target. Okay, we're going to show that on the right before it gets there. Let's go to 25. Let's drop the line. And let's break this up to red. Anything above is always red. There you go. And there is your upper target on Meta. And here, the same thing would be on AMD, which would be about 117.35. Put the hand back. Put the hand back. Always try to put that back so when you go back to it, you don't. The only thing I've got to do here is I want to extend this to the left. I'll put my numbers on. Extend to the left. Extend to the left. Edit. Markets are going up. Upper target, show it on the right. So now you have 3. It should be a 5, not a 6. Okay. Let's do this. Okay. And look at that. First target hit on Meta. So now we have new resistance, okay, at 75, at 314.75. So first target, oh shoot, I would have lost that baby. 75. I don't know if we're going to hit it. Let's see, where was it? Right there. So if that was to keep going, we would edit the upper target now up to 315. I think that's where traders would like to push this up to. All right, and let's just activate this up and put it right before the 13. Boy, that was some jump. It hit my mark, but SPY did not. It pulled back. And AMD got real close to the mark, as you can see. Let's see. Let's edit this now. Put this at 70. Okay, 313.70 is your support. You can see how everything just pulled right back. It hit and it pulled back. Any news? 841, 829. Look at this. There is no news on any of the SPY, Meta. Oh, Meta did. I'm sorry. 942 just came out. Just as we're talking, it says that the Market Clubhouse morning memo, August 7th, Meta, NVIDIA, good traders in today's Clubhouse, SPY, MSFT, NVIDIA. We're watching some of these. Watching MSFT, we don't watch QQQ. It's a stock, and let's see, NVIDIA, we recommend to closely monitor these stocks and be prepared to leverage potential breakouts or reversals. That's scary, and that's what I keep telling you. And there it is. There's your fast breakout, talking on Meta, and there it is, and hit my target. So I've hit so far 2 targets, and I've hit 3 targets. I hit one on the SPY, one on Meta, and one on here. And now you can see our upper here is now going to be 118. 118 now would be the upper target. Unbelievable. 118. 118. Come on, stop it. 118 right up there, giving us resistance now at, wow, we're right there. We're right there. There we go. Right through on all targets. All targets hit. All targets hit. Unbelievable what's going on in the market here. What's going on? So you can see now, there's our resistance is at 118.20 approximately. I'll find out in a second. That's right there. And here we've got 315. Activate. Boy, that just pulled back. Be careful. That's why you got to have some really good, you got to have 5% stop loss in here. All right. So if we continue to go up, then we'd be back to 316 would be the next upper target. Okay. But there's a pullback. Here's your pullback. Now your at right here. 314 is your support. 314 is support on Meta. Okay. 314. And look at the SPY. Total reversal. Just what I read to you said to be very careful of fast breakouts and then reversals. That's exactly what it just did. Okay. Total manipulation here. And that brings that down to here, which was 448.35. Let's say 35. Where am I? 30. Leave it at 30. Bingo, straight on. And now that we're below the VWAP, okay, this upper target will now become, watch. What a difference here. Look at this. Becomes the lower. The only difference now is we take this and make it green. You see? And now we have a lower target. As long as you stay below the VWAP, there's a lower target. But here, we're still above the VWAP. All right? The only difference is I think that we're more, our resistance has come down. Okay? So let's put that down to about 315 right there. And put that there. As long as we stay above the VWAP. Here we went from above the VWAP. We started with the upper, okay, went right up to the upper VWAP plot, and then came across, consolidated, tried 3 times, and came down. All right, creating a new low for the stock. All right, but yet AMD still held, and Tesla. Anybody's watching Tesla, okay, you can see now Tesla came down to a low of 244.77. So that gives us support at 248.75. Right there. No. Oh, that's where we're at now. 248. 248. Wow. That really did go low. Let's see. 248. And that'll bring this. Let's say 249.25. That was $4 drop. 25. That only gives us 75 cents in the channel here on Tesla. Okay. And we're good here. And here we can just bring our resistance now. It's come down a little lower. And we're going to use our activator to bring it down. So we can keep it right above the VWAP. 449 looks good to me. So I'm going to leave it at 449 even. Okay, there we go on that one. This one here was still above the VWAP. Only the SPY got weak, and Tesla, which keeps dropping. So that's going to bring you down to lower support of now 247.20 with I don't have it drawn up on Tesla. 247 is going to be your support now. Just keeps dropping. That's what I think the market's going to continue to do. 47. This was 248. 49. 248. 247. Wow. Let's go to 248. 248.25. Why is this dropping so heavy? Tesla numbers, that's why. Tesla chief has assumed the role of financial. Shares of Tesla were down 1.2% in early trading. Change 1.68%. Doesn't say why. It's assumed places of Zachary. That should have brought it up a little, but it brought it down. Okay. 246.70. Boy, oh boy. Should have done the edit. Right there on the spot. Oh, it's dropping even lower. Here we go. Here we go. Here goes the ball. That brings us down to 50. I'm just gonna say, you know what? We've got a target now. Let's see if we can hold this at 50. Right on the nose too. Wow. Okay, 314.04. 314.04. Meta can't keep. And Tesla on the. I have Tesla on the top too. Let me keep AMD on top so I can keep an eye. It's going to change some of these contracts. Okay. Um, let me do the contracts over. By the time I finish, they're going to be somewhere else. All right, copy. Put it down here. View. Let's see. SPY would be 449. 448 is correct. Let me do it on the top one. AMD is 118, 117. 118, 117. SPX. Come on, open. Open. There we go. Give me contract on the 7th. Would be 95. Wow. 95. And the other one would be 4,500. 4,500 on the call for SPX. Next one is AMD. What did I say? AMD. AMD is 118 on the call. All the contracts have changed if you're not in them. 117. Okay, what do I got? NVIDIA. NVIDIA is 452. 450, 250. 52, 50. And 450 would be 450 on for NVIDIA on the put. And now we got Meta. Meta is still 315 and 312.50. And Tesla, last one, would be 250. That went down. So it's 250. 50 and 250 would be 247.50. Okay, I think that's all of them. There you go. There's the contracts now, the way we stand. A lot of work. Okay, any questions? Ask no. AMD running through the charts. So is Meta. So let's go back real quick to AMD. AMD is running. I don't know why it keeps doing this. AMD. So I had an upper target, went right through it. I changed that out. So my upper target now, let's see, would be, if it kept moving, 118.60, 75, 118.75. So you can do a call on, well, just chasing it, but you can see it. There it is. Bingo. That's a great call. I saw it coming. Right here, there's my hit on Meta, right there. And then everything has changed on here. So my lower target on here now, activate this, goes back up to about 450. So that becomes upper again, upper, and I'm going to say 450 is going to be the target, and that's going to bring us to red one more time. If we stay above the VWAP, if we stay above the VWAP, okay, that would be the upper target. Is actually, I'm going to make it 75. I'm going to make it 449. I think we'll be a lot closer, and there'll be a lot of resistance at the 449.75 right there. And what do we got here? 449. I'm going to leave that. I think right now we're at 449. Look at this AMD. What a beast. such a beast. What time we got? 10 o'clock. Look at that. Keeps on going. I hit all my targets. Question is, do you get in fast enough? See, I pulled it back. I said it might be 75 with a lot of resistance. And there it is. It hit. So it hit your target there. Okay. 119.50 would be target with right here with resistance now at 119. Okay. Right there like that. Look at this thing. Look at Meta. Can't keep up with this. It's breaking right through everything. So what does that tell you? Market's trying hard. 316. 316. That's your target right now. Resistance 315.75 for right now. And this will be right under the 13. I'm going to leave it at 90 just so I can keep it under the line at 314.90 under the third or right at the 13 exponential. Okay. So, but right now, if we drew a trend line with this, okay, on Meta, you'll see if we started from here, we had a line to here, and then a line to here. So we had a second step. So you can take from here to here right now. Boom. We can take off. It didn't work. What the hell happened? Look at this, still climbing. See, that was the second step because we started from here to here. Cancel left. Cancel right. You see, there's your second step. And now we'd have another step here. So we had from the very bottom of the day, from here to right there, and then there'll be a second step on this one. Okay. Cancel left. And then from here, there's your pullback to the 13 exponential. See it? That's why I put the line. That's why I always put it to the 13. Cancel left. And here we're going to cancel the right for right now. And there's your second step there. And here's your squeeze play. All right? But we have another play coming down here. So you have from here down like this. Boy, active. This gets a little confusing. I understand that. But it gets to show you every move of what's happening. So then we get rid of this. We get rid of the right extension. And now you see we had up, up, down. We had up, up, and we'll see. You see how now where I made this, and now I get to, that's the trend line. I'm pulling it down a little so you can see what's happening. All right, and until this thing meets straight ahead where it meets, like this one here. Hold on, let's do this. Activate that. Just pull it down a little bit. Okay, I think that might be too low. It is. Because I'm always trying to be precise and my mouse doesn't allow me. Right there. Might be too high. Oh, this one's too low. I just like them to meet perfectly. Right there. There you go. All right, so when this one, if this one keeps coming down, this one here, so you see how it's moving down, and we can always tell which direction it's going, I'm going to wait till I see, and it looks like it's very close, and there it is. So what happens is, when this extend to the right becomes the line, then I don't need this other one. I just remove it. Boom, like that. And now you see where we're back to. and we're dropping, and you can see the drop. So now we have a double drop. We have a drop here, and we have a drop here. That's going to drop our support, and it's going to drop our resistance. So the reason I do this is I can show you, and now we're down to the VWAP as resistance. All right, and that's right about there at, let's say, at 40, 339. Let's just make it 40, be even. All right, so 314.40 is our support. Then here, okay, 314.40 would be about 315. Let's leave it at $1, just to go to $1 and see where it places us. Okay, so let's go and just say 50 and make it $1.10 because it's going back up a little. So that's about right there. You have two tips right there where you had resistance. Now you have, that's where your resistance is. We're still, since we're above the VWAP, we'll keep our upper target as the VWAP at 316. All right, where traders would want to push this to. There's a 316. All right, 316. That's John 316. Where whoever loves, boy, I can't believe I forgot that. God loved his only begotten son. He gave his only begotten son. That's what it is. Okay, let's go back to here, and you can see now that's the end of our upper target, because as long as we're below the VWAP, all right, at 313.75 now and dropping, see, you can see the manipulation here, up and down, up and down, up and down, all right, and you can see this, what's happening, and the 13 dropping. So we're going to activate this line here, and we're going to now pull this to a new low. It's not a new low of the stock, it's just a new low here. And there's our support, and like you see the 13 is dropping, so is our resistance. So we take our resistance and we're going to drop that down also, and that'll bring it down to about 314.70. Resistance 314. Let's just leave it at 75 since it's a main number. 25.50.75. All right, you can see how everything up, how the markets were moving today from up, 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 down, up, down, up, down. More of a yo-yo here, but here's your baseline now for 447.90. All right. So if it keeps dropping, then 440. Let's see, 449.75 might be. Let's just see, 440. No, it's right on 90. Should have a turnaround here. Let's see. Oh, I know why I can't do it. Because of this. Okay, it's still dropping. Let's say 85. Let's extend to the left. Let's edit. And I'm gonna say 75. Let's say that's our target, and we'll make this lower. LOW lower target. And let's see what is show on the right. We're going to bring to choppy line, make this green, and say okay. There you go. There's our lower target. I don't know that we're going to hit it, but there's always that chance if we keep on dropping. Right now, we only have, this is, well, I don't know what you would call that, but everything's dropping now. Look at this, 116.70. Hard to even keep up with. 116, that's down $1.30. 116.70. That's going to change contracts. For the AMD, what am I on here? On AMD, that's going to make it a 116, 116 on the put, 117 on the call. So right, and 117 will be at the money. All right, right here, you got support now, has even gone lower. And let's say back down to about 50 support. That's going to drop us down perfectly. This 117.15, what did I have here? 314. Let's see. Let's just tweak it down a little bit. It could be 50, but I want to make it 65 just to bring it down a little bit. You could be as low as about, right, well, even 35. In fact, yeah, with the VWAP right here at 25, I would feel safe saying 35. So let's put this and bring it back down about 30 cents. Just tweak it a little bit closer. This way you can do your, what do you call it? And there it is, which was a right move because it went even lower. make this 25. I don't know if we hit it, but it's pretty close. We did. And we're going lower, 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 lower. And you can see now that when we take this trend line, we've got a new low. We could have a new low of the day if we keep going this way. Remember, our low of the day was, what, 312 something? Let me see what it says here. I'm going to go look in Yahoo Finance, do a refresh, and it was, it says 449.65. Oh, Meta. I'm looking at Meta. I'm sorry. I was looking at Meta. Meta could have a new low today. 449.65 is, we just hit the new low. That can't be. Oh, 447.99. That's it. 447.99. Okay. So this brings this down to about 418. 448, I mean. All right, I'm getting a little confused. 448. That still leaves my lower target where I wanted it. It just brings down my resistance a little lower. I still think that I'm going to keep it at the VWAP because everything always bounces off the VWAP. Let's just leave it at 80. Ordinarily, I would make it 75, but I want to keep it right above the VWAP on that one. What do I have Meta? Meta, on the other hand, it's not even in here. So wait a second. Yes, it is. Here it is. Meta had the low of 316.20. That would have been right there. 312. I'm sorry, 312.20. Right there was your low. So we'd have to go lower than that to have a new lower day. But it seems to be holding right now with support at 25. What do I have? 25. That's perfect. Okay. AMD's up 58 cents for the day, even though it's down right now. 116.35 support. Let's make it 40. 116.40. Bring that right below the VWAP now to right above the 13 at 117.40. Let's even take it to 50. Because that's where, and it's still right below the VWAP. At the rate we're going here, I would say 116 would be a target, a lower target, right there. So let's open this up. Let's make this lower target. Then we have 116. Make this green. Dot the lines. Put it on the right so you can see it, and boom. And that would be our lower target there. And here, keep going here at 312.50. Oh, that won't help. You got to change this one back and then make this one. This one there would be, if I put it there, would be 312.50. So we take this, extend to the left, edit. If we keep dropping, this would be our lower target. Show it on the right. 312.50. Make it green. There you go. 312.50 would be our target there. We're still on 1 minute on the charts, okay? All right, but everything seemed to pull back up. I'm going to leave my up and lower. We're like a yo-yo today. Just totally amazing. All right, I was checking out Sage before, which dropped $17, but we can't do anything through Thinkorswim. Then you have MF. That's my first two initials of my name. It's up 90 cents still. All right. And here we go. And let's put the hand back on this one. And I'll leave the upper and lower targets in for now, even whether they go up or below. So right now, if we get above the VWAP, the upper target will stand. All right. The only thing that changes now is your support and resistance. So now you can see your resistance is about 449.10. Even 449, but I'll put the 449.10 in because that's about where we hit. And then here we can activate this back up right below the 13, which would put us right there. It's very, very tight. I'm going to leave it at 50 so we have enough room in the actual, it gives us some room in the channel to make a decision whether or not. I don't play breakout, so if that was resistance, look here. You have resistance here, 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 and right back through here. So there was a lot of resistance at the 449.10 area. So 449, 449.10. We could possibly see another pullback and go even lower. We'll see, but right now it is bullish as long as it's above the VWAP, and there it goes. So next step, of course, resistance being 25. All right. There's your next one, and we're already past there. So let's say 35, which we're not there yet. But you know what? Our resistance is at 25. Let's just leave it there. Let's say 25. You got 25 resistance. We need to break through there first, okay? And just to take a quick back, Tesla also didn't move. Hold on, Tesla's still down for the day, 2.34%. Tupperware is up today. VTGN is up. Anybody watching VTGN? Okay, VTGN is up 700. That's right, 719%. Let me see what that looks like. No, that's not right. That can't be. Actually, it went down, so I don't know. It looked like green in here. I don't know. I can't read my chart. It is green. It says 710% on the. Tupperware looks real good. It's only up 0.2%. Went up from 418 to 474. Not bad. All right, let's leave that. And I'll watch Tupperware on the top. I'm sorry, Tesla on the top. It's still in its channel. Tesla is at 250 and 247.50. What do I got? Tesla, 250. It's correct on the contract. All right. How we all doing today? Anybody in any contracts? It's really scary because you can look. That's a roller coaster. Okay. And here was more. Meta was more of a straight ride. Did pull back, straight ride, pulled back hard. So the SPY was a roller coaster today. You can see here our support is still dropping. So if we take that, you see that from there to there is another low right there. And that's going to bring our support down to 313. So my lower target is looking more like we're going to hit. That's why I kept it. 313. Here's my lower target at 312.50. Let's see what happens. We got very close 2 minutes ago at 313. Well, about 50 cents away. Not close enough. We get rid of this line. I don't need it. That one there. Here again, let's say support at 449, 448.50. That's still good. Resistance at 25, 449. That's still good. That's upper and lower targets, depending on if we're above or below the somebody's birthday. Okay. Delicious. Wow. It's my day off today, by the way, folks. We're dropping a little lower. My 313, we are. Next step down is going to be 75, but you know what? That's my target. That's my lower target. Will I hit? Will I hit? Come on, Meta. I've hit 2 today. Where's my mouse? Here it is. Like that. Okay. I don't know where to save that to. Shit. There it is. Good. Oh, duty. Birthday would go into something to do with day. Wow, deck stuff. Morning. Lunchbox and birthday. There we go. I have a box for you. I see nice things. It was in Deck's room. I saw something with the candles. I saved it. All right. Still waiting to see if my meta's going to hit. If that SPY drops again, that meta's going to hit. But you can see right now, my support is definitely down about 312.70. What? Oh, I put this at 50. I was going to do 70 before, and I said it would hit, but I said I'll do the thing. And you can see the line even went lower to 30. There's my 75. All right, so I'm going to edit that down to 312.75. And the next step down is going to be that hit. When I put it on the lower target, I got real close. Real close, folks. Ah, there we go. There we go. Active trader. Active trader. There it is. 51. 51. It hit 51. That's a hit. I don't care what anybody says. That is a hit. Wow. Next step is 30. All right, which is going to bring you about right there at 312.30. So we continue down. You can see, and you can see this is even coming in further. All right. So if I don't want to edit this. I want to activate it. You'll see it's even moving closer and closer. Even if I put it right there, that's perfect actually. Look at that. Perfect. But we hit right there. Look at this. 320. I think we hit it. Let me just see something. Time and sales. I gotta see. Come on. Okay, right here. Let's see. When was? Oh, we're in the bottom here. That's not good. That's good. Let's go 60, 70. Come on. I passed it already. Too much went by. Wow, look at all the sales in here. This thing is moving. 65, 64. I can't find it. I know it hit. 312, 66, 58, 58. I can't get any closer. I can't figure it. But it did hit right there. That's a hit. You all agree that's a hit? Right there. That's a hit. And this one here, we just moved lower. That was a hit. Okay. Wow, that was a good hit. I cannot believe that. This one didn't get there. Let's see, 116. I'm going to leave it there. Lower. Not getting much movement there. Tesla's starting to move back. Let's go for a second and move to Tesla. And for some reason, this last one doesn't. Okay. So Tesla, we're going to put this up to the, let's see, about 65. It's already there. Let's go 75. That would be the next leg, which was right there. Okay. And then here is 268. Would be 267. 247, I mean. 25. Still could be a little higher. It could be, say, 50. What did I put it at? Yeah, let's go 50. All right, perfect. Nice, that's tight. That's real tight. I have no targets on Tesla because I'm not watching it enough. And then you can see this, our bottom here, our top trend, you can see went up just slightly. Move it over, and it's right there below that VWAP. That's a push up a little bit, so you can see a little bit of a push, which means I won't get this bottom. This also moves a little bit, and you can see it moved down when it went here, which was at 312. I have it at 312.50, 251. I'm gonna leave it at 50 right there. I can hardly see it because it's right on my target line, my trend line. Let's see if I can move it up a little bit, just a little, get it out of the way. Activate. Yeah. Let's do that. See if it goes above it. Slightly, you can see it. All right, it's close enough. Okay. And the SPY's moving up again. And remember, we got an upper target there again. Anytime it goes above the VWAP, then it becomes the upper target. You push it, you edit it. Always try to keep it in the numbers. So 45. All right, what time is it? I gotta take something real quick. Oh. All right. Woo. Couple of good hits this morning. A couple of good calls there. All right. We are back. We are back. Let's see what's going on there real quick. All right. All right. Back on the lobbies there. Got a little break there, huh? Everything's. First of all, look at Tesla. Wasn't watching. Tesla went through. Let me just check AMD on the top here. AMD still in the middle of my. I gotta actually lower that. Tesla, Tesla's running above the VWAP now. It's going to put it at about 249.50 for the. You saw it had a lot of resistance there and came right back down, but it stayed. The good thing is it stayed above the VWAP. Uh-oh, I see my stream is starting to do a swirl. All I did was add one of these on the other one. Let me take that out. We're back. We're still. I didn't lose you. I didn't lose you. Let's take one of these lobbies out of here. Okay. On West. I don't want that. Let's hold this. Active trader, active trader. Let me get rid of MF. I'm not going to hold that. I'm trying to take take a few things out of the limelight here. Okay. Let's see. What do we got? What do we got? We're going to move this up. 448. This now becomes 448 on the lower. Not that we're near it. We're not. Don't even think about it. I'm just telling you as I do things. All right, that's 448. This here now becomes just above. Let's see, activate this up. 49, 40, 85. Perfect. Actually, you know what? I'm going to go a little lower. I'm going to bring it to 75. That'll also give us about 75 cents in our channel. Actually, we're going to bring this to 50. So that'll be 70 cents, 75 cents in our channel. And it's right there. And again, I'm going to keep my target at 449.75 on the SPY. As far as this, look at the mess here. Look at all these lines. So we got to get rid of something. But right now, we don't need this lower trend because we can pretty much use the support level. Let's remove that for a second. Let's remove this one here. I don't need this. Our upper target, where are we? We're below the VWAP. I'm going to remove my upper target. I can leave that. It's so far out of the way, it doesn't matter. Lower target, it's 35, 34, 35. If we ever got that low, I would move it down from, if I leave it at 50, it makes me look better. If I move it to 35, it's more realistic where I think it'll go if it drops. All right, so I don't care. I'd rather be, doesn't have to be right. Let's do this one more time. Put it right there. Just want to put it right on top of it. All right. And we kept our lower. We're just going to lower this a little bit. Activate this for 60. Perfect. 65. There you go. The only thing I can do is I can lower my resistance a little. Since we're under the VWAP for right now, let's activate this. I still want to leave it right above the VWAP. Let's leave it at 314.10. Only because I would make it the actual VWAP itself. But, oh, I got 05. That's even closer. I just don't want to put it right on the line. And the VWAP is where I think we'll have all the resistance, which again would be at 314? 314? I think it's 314. That's it, 314. We're showing 313.96, but I'm going to say 314. And we just hit on the SPY. Take a look. Hit my upper target right there. Bam. There's another one. That's a positive hit right there at 449.75. Positive hit. Went over. There's another one. How am I doing? You understand how plotting these things can show you direction? This is the whole idea of this whole lesson, is to show you by plotting this and trending, putting trends, that you'll get more of a feeling of where it's going, and you won't have as many doubts on whether you're doing the right thing. If you're still doing it your way and losing money, then I'm telling you, take a look at what I'm doing here and make a decision for yourself to see if this is going to work. I know a lot of people keep coming back day after day. I may not have the biggest crowd, but the truth is, there are people that keep coming day after day after day. There's a reason, because they're doing what I'm showing them and they're making money. And right now I'm watching AMD. I'm going to switch over on the Tesla. I was trying to keep in track with it, and you can see every time. Thank you, Pete. All right, see right here. So we've got 118 now. 118 is going to be, oh, we're already there. 118 and 25 cents is going to be your next target. Not your next, what do you call it? Next resistance. And now I think that 118.25. What do we got here? 117. I'm going to say we're above the VWAP now and make it 50. There's 45. Let's just make it 50. And that's going to give us, what did we say? 25, 50, 75 cents. That's not a lot. I'm going to leave my lower target, even though it's not in play right now. My upper target, okay, we're going to activate this and give it a real, I just kept it on the page. Let's go now and activate this and tell you, there's your upper VWAP. So you got 118, and let's say it's perfect, 85 cents. That means our target would be 119, all right? But 118.85 as a target, so if it hits that, that's where you get out. You hit your target, you get out, because if it hits that 119, it's going to drop so quickly like it's been doing. You don't want to be waiting to where it's really going, so I always try to put you a little behind. There's a reason I do what I do. I know it's going to go higher, but you don't want to go for that. You may not get out, and then you'll end up holding the bag. Okay, hit target on upper target on the SPY at 449.75. We hit the target. I'm still going to leave that same target, and I'm still going to leave right now the resistance, which I think is at 50. Let's see, edit 50. We're right at 52. We're trying to push over that. And then here, let's say, we're at 448.75. That only gives us 75 cents right now. And if we push this up a little bit more, let's go to 85 on this one. That's the wrong one. 85. Push this right to the VWAP. And then here, let's push this up a little bit. And let's make it 60. All right. There's your 60. It's actually higher. It's 60, 66, 65, 65. It's going to put us right by, what do you call it? There's 65. That's what we hit before, right there. And then our upper resistance now, our upper target, okay, would be closer to, let's say, 95. Actually, it would be 450. Let's just go for it and say that's where they're going to go. $450 would be the 445 would be. Sorry, I got that wrong. 450 would be the target. Just my typing in my head, they're telling me different signals. 450. All right, so it's a little higher than this, which I think the 82.85 is really the target, but I'm going to go for it and say the 50. That if it goes for it, it's going to go for 450. I think people who trade the SPY want to see 450 and plus. Okay, and if I think if the SPY hits 450, okay, I think we're going to see some more volume move in. We only hit 449.65, so we're at the high of the day right now. Right now, we hit the high. I think we're about to see a new high of the day. Let me make sure this is right. Let's see, 449. Oh, 77. So we just hit. Must have been where that white mark is, around there. 72. No. So it must. No, that has to be it right there. Yeah, 78, 77. All right, so there was your high right there. I think we're going to hit that high. I hate to see it drop beforehand. What do you think? I think traders would try to push it up. They're superstitious. Traders are very superstitious. So, come on. I'm trying to earn another bite of this thing. Let's earn it in advance. Remember, always we do a little pullback before we go forward. There's your pullback. Let's hope it's not a double. It's a little strong pullback. Okay, that put us back. That's real strong. That's real strong. Let's see if we can hold that. I'm going to say now, let's see. Now I'm doing this. Let's see what happens. Could still pull down right on top of us. 449 support now. Okay. We're pretty good right now, right? Right, I'm in good shape. What is Tesla? Tesla. Why did Tesla go off of there? Come on. There it is. I lost my mouse. There we go. Tesla is right at the bottom of support at 247.75.80 right now. So it's right at my support. Low today for Tesla is 245. We're 247.98, so we're up $2.50 from there. Right now, everything is just like, gave me a little break here for a second. Maybe I can take my vitamins. All right. Let's see, which one do I want to take? Not that one. Not that one. I'm missing one. Nope, there it is. I'm calling that one. All right. Nope. Those two I'm going to take last. All right. We're good. Here's some of that coffee. Okay. Perfect. Perfect, Ivy. Perfect. There you go. Let's plug my phone in. I don't know if anybody's trying to call me. Come on. I fixed my phone thing. I re-glued it one more time. Come on, there you go. Perfect. Remember we went to Promise Keepers together? I think. Okay. All right. All right. A friend of mine was reminding us a long time ago, almost 22 years ago, when we went to Promise Keepers. I don't know if anybody knows what that is. It's a it's a convention, a Christian retreat. Just excuse me. It's a Christian retreat only for men. Learn how to get closer to God. And I was going through a really bad divorce, and it's right before I got arrested. And I went to. I'm not going to go into that, but it's a whole ordeal. It's a whole ordeal. It changed my whole life. Everything changed. But here I am today with you guys. I'm cool. And my son is all grown up. He was with me. He was about 15 years old at the time. How old is he now? He was born in 83. He's 40. He's 40. That had to be 25 years ago. Wow. About 20, yeah, about 24, 25 years ago. We went to Promise Keepers. A long time ago. My friend just reminded me. He sent me something. There's a new thing called, it's a revival. I forget what it's called. I don't want to open it up again. Anyway. All right. Kind of like slow down for a second. Take a breath of air. You all come up for a breath of air? Is anybody listening? Let's see something. Anybody listening? Okay. Yeah. So my OBS, anybody, is working. You're just all so quiet. You're all so quiet. Hear me pecking away? From now on, I'm just going to put this out. Where is it? Come on. Something slowed down. I love this thing. It's cool. Can you hear me now? That's very cool. I just found that online. uh, can you dig it? With a spoon. With a spoon. That's cool. Let me put that into my stock photos. Funny shit. Okay. Can you hear me now? All right. I said, can you hear me? And 4 people left the room. I guess they couldn't hear. That's why they're losing money. All right. Resistance. Here we go. One more time. Are we going to hit that? I know we're going to hit the 449.85, which was my first one. And there it goes. There it goes. Come on, 68. But I went a little risky, and I went for 450. I went a little risky. Thought I'd get frisky. Any girls wanted to go. I'm just kidding. I'm a married man. Happily married man. I think. She's a good friend, I'll say that. She's put up with me. And let's see, the only one I have a trend line is Meta, and Meta has moved again. Let's put Meta up here. Come on. Bing, 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 right there. And that puts a squeeze on Meta coming very soon. So if we look at this bottom, let's see. I missed it. Give me another one. Let's see. It could be from here. I don't know if we can get there lower. So it gives us a little squeeze at this point. I can see the squeeze coming. Boom. I'm going to leave the whole thing so you can see it. See, I think that was the squeeze. It might be just a little lower. Oh, shoot. Not edit. Activate it. It might be just a little lower because we had another candlestick right there. Okay, so you can see the squeeze here, but we're below the view up. So is that squeeze going to be down and hit us to a lower? Our support's a little higher than I have it. I had it here, and our support now is at 313. So I'm going to raise this up a little bit. I'm going to edit this and put this to 313 as our support, because we did come down and touch twice above. So that'll put us there. And then right now we're at about 85. Okay. and I put us a little bit above. I think since we're below it, I think we're gonna make this now. We'll say 85 and make this 313, which is gonna put us, come on, 313, 85. Put us right below the VWAP this time. Okay, very tight channel. Okay, I'm taking a chance there at the 313 as support. It could be a little lower because it could be here at 312.85. But let's just leave it there. See what happens. It's very tight. If you decide to go with Meta contracts, now your Meta contract should be 315. I think at 312.50. Yeah, correct. I was just doing it by the price. You get to know after a while that certain like Meta and Tesla and Nvidia and Baba, these are Friday contracts, and they always end with 50 cents. So you, not always, because you have one will be 312.50, the other will be 315. If it went below the 312.50, then it would be a put at three. What is it? 350. It's in five. It's 310. So it'd be 310 put and then 312.50 on the call. Right now it's above the 312.50, so it's 313.50 on the. Actually, it's the contracts changed. We'd be right at the money. So if you're looking at Meta right now and you're not in Meta, wow, that's a good example. Just happened. So your call would be 300 and. Oh no, it's still right. 315, 312.50. I thought it dropped below. Nope, leave it alone. Leave it alone. If it dropped below, then it's going to be at the money. You could still be at the money. You'd be in the money. If you went to 312.50 right now on a Meta contract, you'd be slightly in the money. It wouldn't be wrong. It'd be okay. It's just that your trend, your delta would be higher. And if it keeps going in the direction you want, then of course you're going to cha-ching even faster. But if you're not and you goes the other way, you're going to cha-ching even faster in a loss. So be very careful. There's the SPY going up for my target of 450. 450. That's going to be a hit. Anybody keeping an eye on this? Anybody playing some of these things that I'm alerting? I know you're getting it late, but I'm giving you enough time. Absolutely enough time. Right here, we got 47. I'm going to make this at 50. It's a little bit higher than we hit, but I think it's right. 50. And then, of course, here we have 117.50. Let's bring this to 75. That's going to bring us 75 cents in the actual channel. All right. It's actually a little higher. It's probably 118, but that's going to give us 50 cents. I can actually go to 85. All right. So let's go a little higher. Go to 85. I mean, I could go, but I want you to see the channel and have enough room in it to make a decision on AMD. Tesla's pulling back, still in its channel, between 248, I believe. Let's see. Come on. I got to change this so I can see it. Hold on. Upper 247.50, and I'm going to bring that up to 75. So 247.75 is going to be support for Tesla, and 248. I'm going to say 35. Something landed on me. 35. Where is it? Wrong computer. 35. All right, 249.35. Actually, it's lower. It's going to be 25. So we're going to activate that down and make it. Wow, it's even lower. Let's make it 249. Listen, I want to make it 249.05 so I can keep it right above the resistance line. 249, right above the VWAP. Anybody knows what I'm talking about, I'll show you real quick. I want to keep an eye on AMD, which is pulling back. There's your Tesla. Every time. There you go. So I put it right below the resistance. There's my support, 247.50. And here's my resistance at 249.05. It's 249. It's the VWAP. Now here you can see we got real close. I hit 449 and what? That was pretty damn close. Pretty dang. Okay. What are we looking for? Come on. There it goes. 73, 76. I saw it. I saw it. 80. Come on. Now we hit higher than that. Now I can't find it. Maybe 85. We hit somewhere in that area. I'm looking. 74. I saw 76, 78, 78 right there. There's your 78. I don't know what that is right there. There's 80 right there. Oh no, 78. I'm sorry. 79. There's 79. That might have been the high. 79. No, I saw 88. There it was. 88. It did hit. All right. I saw 88 in there. There's 87. 87 and a half. There's 88 right there. So I was 12 cents from the mark. 12 cents. That's not bad. I hit 12 cents within. Remember, I raised it up. I said I'm going to raise it. I hit the 85. That was my target. I said, just for the heck of it, I'm going to raise it up higher because they're going to want to go for it. I put the 49.50, 450. They didn't touch it. So I went to 488. My 85 was correct. And I always tell you, don't go for it. Go less and get out. And I was right. Okay? I should have left it where I first said at the 85, and that was a hit. Still a hit as far as I'm concerned. Within 12 cents. Because most people who, if they got in when I told them and they got out, when that hit that high for that second, they would made money. Another bite. So right now, what do we got? 65. We'll say 75. We're going to say 85 where I hit. Man, that was a hit. And then here, our support. I hate to do this, but 25. See if we can hold that position. All right, I got the hand. Let me get rid of this. Right there. And then this, you can see what happened while I wasn't watching it. You can see the pullback. I don't like that. All right, you know what? I never connected it before. Let's remove it. All right, let's go back into for a second so we can get the whole thing in here. All right, get back there. It's like a line across. 310, there's your new low of the day. There's a, oh, that's not it. Boy, almost got me there for a second. Okay, there we go. We're going to see a new low a day for Meta. I told you that before. We already hit it. There's my line. So we already hit. We hit my target. We hit the target. And now we're headed in a downward motion. Let's cancel the left. Okay. And let's go back now to about 2 minutes. You see that? So there's my hit. So my target was hit on Meta. My targets are good. My targets were right on. My target was right on here. I only raised it to show you. That's where I thought traders would be headed. Big traders would want to get that extra put, extra call out. Wrong word. That extra distance for that 450. But you see it hit 488 and it lost all. Let's see right now for the day. What is our? Let's see what the when Deck puts out that meter, the greed meter. Okay, let me just see something real quick. That's pretty cool. Okay. We got 449.77 days range. Is that right? I thought it was 88. Here it is. 449.90. So I hit within 10 cents. That was within 10 cents hit. That was 449.90. And we're going to put that in there. Let's edit that back. No, let's leave it. The resistance is lower. But we did hit 90. All right? That's within 10 cents. That's a good hit. That was definitely a hit. I wanted to see, right now we're at 10:45. It's an hour and 15 minutes. Let's take our 77. I'm going to take to see, I think we're just about average on our, all right, divide that by volume, 6.5. It should be 11.8 per hour, okay? And we're at 1 hour and, almost at an hour and, we got 10 more minutes. So let's give it the hour. At the rate we're going, I can't break it down that way. It's every 10. Let's see. So it's 10, 20, 30, 30. seconds. It's 30, it's 40, it's 50. There's two. That's 2 out of what? 12. I can't figure out. 1050 within 10 minutes. Let's just say times 1 point, instead of 2.5, let's say 2.0. So we should be about 17, 18 million. We're exactly on average volume right now. That's all I'm trying to figure out, is whether we're average. I got to figure out my decimals again. So, like, to tell me if I'm in 10 minutes and there's 60 minutes. So the way you do it is this: you take 100. Okay. Well, there's by tens. There's 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. So that's 100 divided by 6 equals 16%. So you can do 16% times 16.666 is the percent. So for every 10 minutes, it's 16. So you can say 1.16, 1.32, 1.48. You know, going in that aspect to figure out if you want to be more precise. I couldn't do it in my head. So instead of 1.6, I went to 2.0, went to 20. So I just rounded it off a little higher in my head because I couldn't get my mind to think. Usually my brain goes right into fractions. I'm really good at that. Math always being my best subject. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me? Who hears me? Raise your hand. Raise your hand. What are you, wise guy? All right. You want me to be a wise guy? No. I love wise guys. I love the way they talk, you know. Hey, Vinny, get your ass in here, Vinny. We got some shit to take care of. The boss called. We got a job. We got to do what got to be done. It's nothing personal. It's all business. Okay. Can I sound like a New Yorker? I should. I am from New York. Okay, let's see. You know, it's so funny. Wherever you spend, let's say the first 5 years of your life, that's what you sound like. So if you grew up in New York, you sound like New York. If you came from Boston, well, you sound like an idiot. No, I'm just kidding. You sound like a Bostonian. I am kidding. I love Boston people. In New York, we steal the car, and in Boston, they park it. Hey, park the car. People talk different all over the place, you know. Chicago, Midwestern. Chicago, I've been to Chicago. I ran away when I was 15 with a 14-year-old girl. We spent a week there in Des Plaines. Hung out with some people. I drove around the Great Lakes. Saw the John Hancock building. Never knowing that one day I'd go to work for them for a short time as a life insurance agent. Okay, let's see. I'm trying to activate this Tesla down a little bit. Let's put it down at around 45. 246, 45. Bingo. Bingo, bango, buddy. All right. Let's bring this down. What did I say? 246 becomes about 247. And let's say 247.50. Everything's dropping. Everything's dropping. Markets are getting lower. Tesla is anyway. That's really low. And you see right here, we got to the VWAP. That's where I told you. See, my support should be a little lower. It'd be right above the VWAP. So let's bring that right to about there. So even 449, let's say 05, because I want to keep it right above. I think it's going to bounce. If I do it, it'll be right on the line. Pretty sure it'll be right on it. I don't want that. I want you to be able to see it. And right here now, we edit this. We got 449.85. It's a little lower than this. Let's say 65. It's even lower than that. It's probably around 60. So I don't want to, because the way this thing's moving up and down, and I hit that target again. So that was pretty good. I hit within 10 cents. I hit it on the 85, but on the other one, I was 10 cents. It went up to 449.90. That was totally amazing. And I think a really good call on my part. I don't know how many of you, definitely flirting with the crack, but you can see right now it's been in the channel above the VWAP pretty much, really. It did drop below once at 448.90, but I'm talking in time wise, okay? It's been above the VWAP since 10 o'clock at 10:07. So right now, I think we still have some strength. Let's take a quick look, folks, at FinViz. I'll bring that over to you real quick. I opened it up. Let's open this thing. You can see that the markets are strong. Let's just one time refresh it. 301.93, so 302. NASDAQ sitting at almost on the 14. 23.54 is 24, and the only thing down is the Russell is the rest. But you can see Apple and Tesla are both down today. All right, Apple and Tesla, all right, are dropping, are both down. But pretty much you can see we have a very strong S&P. This is your S&P 500. All right, these are your top 500 stocks. I don't know what TXN is. That let's see. If you open this up, you can go to the stocks and take a look. Like there was another red one in there. NOC, this is Northrop. Oh, that's part of Grumman. You're a huge company. I don't think they're worried about it today. I'm trying to see that what that other one was. See, it's not lighting up here. It was like it was TXN there. But QCOM, so communications, NVIDIA. Let's see, semiconductors. It's a semiconductor company. Pretty much, there's some red in here. There's some red like here. You got healthcare, mRNA. You remember we made money on mRNA during COVID? That was a huge, Myrna, that was a huge win for a lot of us back then. We're talking back in 2021, 2020. That was incredible. I never forget that stock. You don't forget the stocks that make you money. Right, honey? No, you don't. All right, come on, let's go back. How do you get back one? Boom. All right, let's just minimize this for now. Oh, you know what I forgot? Top winners on top gainers is PRZO, which looks down right now. SQNS looks like it's also going down. TRHC looks like it's still up there, $8. MF, which we know from this morning, and what is this? Sovo and PSTX down. All right, but there's a couple here. You can put them in your watch list, and if they're not doing anything, just get rid of them. And what I'm talking about is you bring up your watch list here, and let's say I put in a few of them, and I go PRZO, enter. Let's go to the next one. Is SQNS, enter. Let's do TRHC. Come on, where am I? TRHC. Okay, and next one is, I'm going to put MF in there. You mother MF. Okay. And let's see, SOVO is up 24. This looks good too, SOVO. So we'll put SOVO. Okay, then what we do is we put our changes in here, and let's take out of the charts here. Let's go back in here, and I bring this to percentages highest. The, what do you call it? HC, I don't know what that is right now, but it's not really registering right. I'm going to take it out for right now because I don't want it in there. VTGN, you can see. So if I make this red, okay, where's my watch list? Watch this. All right, I go to VG. There is, oh, we're going to play this game. We're going to play this game. There. It's under the VWAP. It's not doing, so it already hit its high in pre-market, okay? How did high of 60? Is that $60? And it's back, it's down to 11.50. Amazing. Okay. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. That must be, you have to read the news on that one. PRZO, again, under the VWAP, SQNS, right there. It looks like it's got very, very unsure type of volume, very low. MF, again, it was a good stock this morning. It didn't really do much. I don't see the flavor in it. And then here, you can look at this one, Sabo. Now, Sabo, I like for the reason that it's shortable, but we kind of missed our trip on that one. And it looks like a lot more than it is. It's only 12, 13 cents. So if you look from the top here, and very sporadic in the volume, I'd stay away from it. AMD, we know is good. How did that get in there? Oh, because AMD's in my watch list. So really, there's nothing happening. By tomorrow, I'll be getting rid of most of these. You'll see it when I tweak out my watch list. Yeah, like BCXRX. It's shortable. It's still going down. It's 44, but it's oversold already, so I get rid of it. Here we got 79 TDS, so it's still worth keeping an eye on. AUWKK, that's shortable. I'm looking at shortable stocks, all right? Coin I always keep because You could do options on it, and then Tupperware I like right now. Maybe not so. I mean, it's goes up and down right now, but Tupperware, you see, 418, 470. It's a stock you can just buy as a stock and make money. If it has options, I would not do it. All right, so we want to put this back now to unlink, and we want to put this back to either AMD or to, what do you call it? I'm going to leave it right there. It looks good. I like AMD. Meta. Meta's still dropping. And by the way, there's my lower target. It's been hit. And now my new lower target would have been 311.75, which would have been another hit. So let's just say now for the target, I'll go to a place it hasn't been and say 50. All right, so 311.50, and we got 311.75 now as support. So we're going to bring this back here. But it did hit, while I was talking to you, it did hit my lower target. All right, that's another hit for the active trader. I just lost something altogether. My support went to the wrong place. Okay, so let's just activate it and do it this way. It was supposed to be 340, but look at this. We may hit that 350. We may hit that 350. Remember, I said it's a place we haven't been, and I put it for the 350. We're at 375 back. We got very close right there at 57. Also, let's bring my resistance down, and we're going to bring that down right above the 13. We're going to leave it at about 40. All right, just go a little lower as long as we're above the line. We're really right at the, right above the line. Let's see, 30, 30. You know what? I'm going to make it 30, 25. Let's go to 25. I think that's even closer. So let's go here and just make that 25. As long as we're above the 13 exponential, that's what I want to see. I don't want them on the lines, but it's right above it. Okay, now here you can see that if we activate the trend line, all right, now we're going down. You can see we're in a descending. You see it? We just hit the target. There it is, 311.50. So we did hit it again. It's easy to see when you're under the VWAP. You can see direction. You know, this is just right at the VWAP. I don't know which way to call at this point, but they're both good targets. It's just we don't know which target is the one. Same thing, AMD, we're above the VWAP, so our target, if it was going to go up, our markets are all seeming to pull down. So whether AMD continues to go up, it's already been high. It would need a new higher day at 118.91. We'd have to get up to about 119. And right there, that would put us at right there, 119. And that would be my upper target. So what I would do is I would raise this, okay, from 85. I'm not saying we're going to hit it, but I'm saying that if there was ever a target, it would be right there at 119. All right. And here, this one would be up to 116.25. So this would come up a little bit. So as the other one went up, so did this one. Okay, there we go. Puts us right on the target. That one is right below the target. Really, it would be more like 1905, but we'll leave it at 119. And right now we're good here. The only thing I didn't check is my contracts. AMD would be 119 on the call, 118 on the put. I have 119, 170. So it has changed. Let's go over the contracts one more time. I'm going to copy this, and I'll put the new contracts. I'll just change them as I go along. SPY is still 450. As long as we stay where we're at, 450. Good. Come on. I can't see. 450. Here we go. 450 and 449. Let's see. If I look real quick at my trade, SPX is 4,500, and let's see, 4,500 and 4,505. And then the next one would be AMD, which we said is 119 and 118. You get good at this. After a while, you can look at the price of certain stocks and know. NVIDIA, I'm not looking at, but if I look at the price, it's at 451.90, so that would be 452.50, and 450 would be correct on the puts and the calls. Then the next one is Meta. Meta's at 311, so that would make it 312.50. It's come down, 312.50, and the other one would be on the put would be 310. And then the last one would be and I don't know if anybody's watching Baba. I don't really have that in here. But Tesla, what's Tesla at? Tesla is at 245.55. It's 247. it would be 245 on the put, which would be right at the money. And then 245 would be 247.50 on the put. Is that correct? Tesla is 247.50 because it's really right at the money at 245. And there's your contracts. Okay. All right. Anybody have any questions on how I do that? Why I do that? Why, I have no clue, but how is a different story. Okay, Tupperware. Let me put Tesla on the top here and keep an eye on it. Tesla is dropping below, so I'm going to drop its support. Let's see. Tesla is the only one I didn't put what he calls today. It would have been easy to call. It really would have. 245.50 is going to be my support at this point. 249.50, and then our resistance would be, what did I say? 245.50 would be 246. Let's say 75. I always like to leave $1.25 in the channel for Tesla, and that's above the 13, which is perfect. Okay, that takes care of that one. Let me put this back here. Really don't need it there. I should leave it up here. Okay, it's right there. They'll always know where I keep my mouse. So right here, you see I hit my lower target again. Let's just start with this. Support's below now, below the VWAP, but not much, so I think it's holding. No, take that back. Let's go to, let's leave it at 80 for right now. Let's leave it at 80. We'll come back to the rest of it. But look at this, look at this. So lower target is going to be 310.50. That came down $1, but we hit the target. 310.50, which is bingo right here. It's going to hit it. Let's see, 310.50. It's going to hit right now. I think that's a support. Boy, could you imagine if that's a hit already? So let's say the target is 310, all right? And let's say our support is 310.50. 310.50. Our support, which just hit as our target, bingo. And then here, okay, activate this. Look at how it comes back up really quick. So we're going to make this 60. All right, 311.60 resistance. And then from here, watch this. Activate this up. I'm going to bring this to the tail there. We're going to cancel the right. And then what we're going to do is put another extension here. So that's the active step. And we'll keep it right above the 13. We're going to cancel the left. Bring this one down a little bit, just to let it meet it. Yeah, that should be perfect. And again, we're using the support. We have two lines here. Oh, that was it right there. You see, we can't really use it at this point. It's going to show down. If we activate it, right, and we put this to there, you'll see everything is facing down. Let's look at what you see, down and down. That's the way it looks. This should be from the whole day. Let me just take a look real quick, change our time, and put in about 4 minutes. Didn't work. Did work. Okay, let me get rid of this. There we go. I want to be able to see it. So right there, this thing moved a little bit. Edit the trend line. No, I don't want to do that again. Activate it. Activate trend line, which would bring me right about there. There, it touched it. That's what I want. And then here you can see I want the lowest point, which would be right there. So you could see the squeeze is still coming down, which gives me a good shot at hitting that 310. All right. I think I put it, what did I put it at? 310? Yeah, 310. Which is a long way from where we're at 50. That doesn't make sense. Oh, that's right, because we're on the top. 311. Okay. It does make sense. Just looks like so different on a 4 minute. Let's go back to the 1 minute for a second. All right. Let's see. You see, it looks different. Much different. There's my upper target, my upper VWAP, my 13 exponential, my cloud with my 9 and 21. Is it 9 and 21? Let's see. That's what I wanted. It didn't open up the cloud. Should open up the cloud. There you go, 9 and 21. You can make that 8 and 20. You can make it 5 and 15, whatever you want. Okay, I use a 13 exponential with a cloud with a 9 and 21 exponential inside of it. Okay, and here we go with AMD still dropping. Activate that down below the VWAP. It's not holding. We're going to put this at about 35. There you go, 34, 35. All right, bingo, bango. And we're going to bring this down. So our resistance now we're going to bring down right above the 13 exponential. Let's just even it off and make it 118. Okay? It does not have to be exact, folks, okay? But you got to be around the right place. You want to know where you sit in the channel. Now, would you bet on this going down? Right now, I don't know. It looks like we might have a bounce play, all right? So it would be a hard decision to make. We're sitting at 117.35. Probably, I don't know. Watch the SPY, because the SPY has a lot to do with which way AMD may move at this point. And what do we got here? 448. Edit this to 48. We did have a low. Forgot what was that. Let's see if it'll show me. 59.60. Let's just say 60. Even though we're not at that right now. And we'll have a pullback to 448.95. Let's take our we got 449.60. Let's make this 25. Let's go to 35. Let's see where it puts me. 35. Actually, it's just a little lower. Actually, it might be the 25. It is. I wasn't sure where it was going to drop. Could be 30 too. Just to show you. Let's see what 30 looks like. Boom. Yeah, let's leave it. That gives us only 30, and then 30 and 40 is 70 cents in the channel. Okay? And we could go either way. We're right by the VWAP. So I'm going to leave my lower target, which now I think is at around 448.10, and that's why I put it 448. And this one here was 444.93, so I made it 450, which is, right. We've hit a bunch of times today. You actually could have made some money if you followed my alerts today. Anybody in agreement with that? Just raise your hand. Raise your hand. Somebody will see you somewhere and tell you, use your underarm deodorant. Are you sure? Use unscented. That's what I use, Sure Unscented. I think it's the best. It's been working for me for 25 years. Same deodorant. Can you smell me now? Wow, that's a good one. Can you smell me now? You smell good. You know what I'm looking up. Let's see if that exists. I don't want videos. I want images. Okay. Here we go. Can you? I love it. Yeah. Let's see. I tell my wife that, honey, you gotta smell my armpits. They smell so good. Wow. Took a shower last night. Or was it yesterday? I'm not sure. Could be yesterday. No, I don't smell. I'm in the house. I haven't left the house. Can you smell me now? I like that. I could put the skunk up. Okay. Let's see. Save image to come up. I can't use it. It's a PNG. That sucks. Let's see what this one is. I hate that. You cannot use it if it's a PNG. Why is that? I'd have to... Oh, here's one. They converted it into a JPEG. Let's see if I can smell me now. You'll know what I'm talking about. Come on. Here we go. Let's see if it works. You have to open it up. It has to be adjusted. Can you smell me now? By Mike Peters. Let's get rid of him. Redo it. So, we have nothing to do real quick. While we're... Let's see. Where's my edit? Edit? Mother Goose Grimes. Come on. Jeez. There we go. Oh, that makes it bigger. I don't like that. I hate when it does that. Makes it really tough. Saving a copy. The ink is still wet. Come on. Let's see how it came out. Let's see which one is better. At least you can see it. No, that opened up the same way. Oh, that's, wait a second. Why did that open right? Takes a while. Okay, let's get rid of that one. Delete. Just want to see if it looks different. Yeah, you see the man's head. The other one shows the bottom. Either way. All right. Can you smell me now? Nobody answered. You people are like not fun at all. You're really not. Who's in here anyway? Lobar's here with Long forever. If they both only knew. But I'll never tell. I'm sworn to secrecy. I miss Dazzle. She's not around. There's a lot of people in here if I manage to see right. Joey K. It's all his fault. Lobar. Pete, thank you, Pete. I've used your trick today half a dozen times. Man, you saved my butt. You really did. Tommy 3000. So far, you've earned about 50 minutes free one-on-one. Okay, Beyond the Horizon, active trader. If you need help, Pete, let me know. All right, maybe we can squeeze out that 30 minutes for free. Say you won the contest. What contest? The one we never had, but you won. Isn't that amazing? You can win a contest you've never been in. All right. Let's see. Who else? Where's Dazzle? She's been busy. I wonder if she's still in here. Zoo. We have a Z. We got Zukason. Wow. Are you new? Zukason. Nice. I never had a Z before, I don't think. We're in the... Oh, shoot. At D. No D's. E's. No E's. F. The Fonz is here with the Fund Manager. All right, I'm not going to go through this right now. All right, let's go back to where we're at. AMD. We're good. We're still in the channel. You can see our targets are good. Let's see. Target on here, really, I don't know if we're going to get that low again. And you can see everything's moved. So let's take this and activate the trend line back to where it belongs now, which would be about right there. And then our lower target, okay, we're going to, it's still on a down climb, but you can see what's happened here is we've now got a new step. And I don't know if we can get it. Let's cancel right extension. Let's see if we can get another step out of this. We're starting to maybe push up. So we push from about here to right there. And there it is. Let's get rid of my left. Cancel left. All right. So you can see now we've come down and we're starting to move in a different direction right here. Now let's see if we hold because we're right at the VWAP. That's a 13. Your VWAP's here. So we're still, like I said, we're still bearish. We're still below on Meta. All right. And you can see one more time. It's just trying to move up a little bit. We can move with it to see what's going to happen. And I don't know. We're coming from the day because this is extended. Let me just see something real quick because I see the other dot. Let's go to 5 minutes for a second. Here we go. So we are from right here. So that was at 9:55. That's when we had that jolt up and then down. All right. That's why it's extended. And the reason I said that is when I looked at the actual activate, it was from here. It changed a little in direction, but it's in the same direction as this. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to cancel. I can't cancel the left. Cancel right. Can't do it. Wow. That's weird. And I must have a second line in here. I think I have a second line. So what I'm going to do is remove the drawing. There you go. And just leave it from the now. We're in a now. We don't really need this one here that shows that we were coming down. Well, I can leave it because if we come below there, you'll see that from the top here, if I extend to the right, that's how far away we are from here. Once this comes down to here, we get rid of the other line, which is this one. You see? right now, we can activate it and put this to right. Oh, shoot, the whole thing moved. I hate when that happens. There we go. It's almost like a straight line. I don't like it. Let's remove the trend line for right now. We're going to keep our support and the other lower one for now that we had, just in case it dips down. Because it still shows us the squeeze. The other one's going to show us a slight more angle, like here. We already have it with our support, so we don't really need it. I'll leave the other one in from the whole day, all right? Because we can use the support as the new step up. But if it doesn't hold, it'll come back to this one anyway. And my lower target is 310 because of where we hit our low of the day, which was where on Meta from before is 312.20. I can't be. Gotta be low. I can't see. Get out of my way. Out of my way. 312. I put this new light in. It's not 100% what I want. Here we go. Is 310.48. That's why. I knew there was a reason. And it'd really be like 448. That's that one. Okay, where is my lower? Is right here. See, we're already at the 310.70. So the next one down would be 310.50, which we've already hit. All right, because we have a low of 48. So the next one down would have been 25, let's say. All right, I can move it up, but it's so close to support. That's why I made it to 310. If the markets drop, we will hit it. We will hit it. Anybody in agreement with that? Do you see that? Unless some great news comes out to change all that. Why isn't it moving? Oh, that's why. Got to change it. I like to have them around the center if possible. And let me take a quick look at Tesla. Before I do that, let's move this down a little to 25. Let's say, wrong one. Oh yeah, right one. 25. Bingo. It's even lower. Let's make it 10. There we go. And this one here is 118. But right now, as we drop 90, just a little lower. Let's make it 117.90. You don't have to tweak it. I mean, you can leave that other, and it could be a little lower. It could be the VWAP, which is 75 right there. All right, but let's see what happens because I'm watching, and Meta's just kept Meta's all over the place, you know. 312. I'll leave it. Let's see. I don't want that. About 25. 312.25. 312.25. Let's see. That should be about right. It's close. Oh, it was 312. Oh, I got the 25 from. Okay, 312. There we go. And you can see there'll be another step going this way with the push, trying to push up. But as long as we're below the VWAP, I have to say it's still bearish. And the same thing for AMD and the same thing for the SPY. All underneath the VWAP. This is too bright. I kept refreshing BC because the numbers were way off. Somebody said deck keeps me tripping. I wrote time keeps on tripping into the future. I want to fly like an eagle to the sky. Anybody ever flown like a bird? I have. I know Deck has. Anybody here ever skydived? Best feeling of my whole life next to an orgasm. And then third would be scuba diving. That was unbelievable too. Scuba diving. I guess Kush is gone. Is Kush ever around? All right, let's go steal some. What else is going on here? Yay, buddy. Hey, buddy's around. Good. How's he doing? 21. I'm alone. No AK in the mornings. Okay, just giving it out there a little bit, giving a little shout out to some of the people who don't know we're here, because you guys won't. Let's see what comes up. There you go. Bing. All right, that takes care of that. And let's see. How many people in the room right now have traded an option today? Whether you've been successful or not. And if anybody jumps into another trade, let's share it with the board. 117, 118 AMD is 118, 119 now. So a couple of contracts in the last 20 minutes have changed. That's why I always say change your contracts often. You know, let me see if my alerts are still in here. I may have lost them. Still there. The first, we're gonna lose them after today. I'm gonna have to redo them. I'll do them after. Let me see if I can go over the new contracts. Some of the contracts have changed. Let's see what's changed. SPY is now 449. It came down, so it's 449 on the call and 448. All right, that would bring down, I think, I'm gonna guess 44.90, 44.95, 44.95, and 4,500. I'm gonna guess on SPX. Let's see if I'm right. That one is a little difficult for me to guess yet. I could probably figure it out. 4,500, 44.95 is the correct answer. All right, that was a good guess. I'm learning. All right, the next one is AMD, which I said now is 118 on the call and 117 on the put. Next one is NVIDIA. Let's say it's probably the same. NVIDIA is 450 and 20 cents. It's 452. And these are both pretty much at the money. I'm gonna leave them. They're very close to at the money. And then Meta, we have 312.50 on the call. 310 is still correct. See, when you got the Friday contracts, there's a little more leeway, which is cool. And your Tesla now is, let's go back to this one. Tesla is 244. There's 245, 245, and 240. So I got 245. That went down. 245.00. And then it'll be 242.50 on the put. And here's your contracts right there. All right? So right now, if you're not in a contract, thinking of getting into one of these contracts, if there's any other stocks, okay, any questions on any other stocks, put it on the board. If I don't know the answer, somebody else here might. All right, any questions on, put it on the board. Let me go into here for a second. Let's go back here, put me first. Let's go Tradecaster, lobby. Jersey girl, you coming in for a question here? Any questions? Stock photos. Oh shoot. Any questions? What's this one? Any thoughts? I like that too. Any thoughts? Gap to fill down 250 on Tesla. Tesla, 250. Whoa, is that what I wrote down? Where do you get that from? Did I write that? 240, 250. Oh, there you go. I was going to say, whew, 240. What did I write? Did I write something wrong? 240, 250. Tesla, you are correct. Okay, let's change that contract. You are correct. I don't know why I didn't see that. All right. I left it at the money until it just dropped just now. So that would put it, I said it and it didn't change. 245.00. Okay, let's see. All right, 240. I'm going to change that. So it's 245 on the call, and then it would be 240, 250. So we'll change that to a 5 and the 242. You are correct. Good. I know you're paying attention. I think you're right. Good call. And it's dropping, so it's even lower now. So it's actually right there. It's dropping, that's why. Maybe I was right when it happened. I thought I called it on what I saw, but it's dropping, so there you go. It's the only one I didn't put it, what do you call it in? 243. Let's just put 25 right now. It's a little low, but that would have been my, right there on the bottom VWAP. 243.25 would be my target. I'm going to put it for support right now. And then let's activate this down here and put this right at 242, 243, 244.50 right now would be resistance. Wrong one. You can't see what I'm doing. 250. 243.42. Let's just go 40. 243.40 with a low 243.42, and it's dropping. It's going to drop. So I have to say that 243. If I was to put in, everything's dropping. I said, hold on. Let's see. Activate this down on AMD. 290. Okay, let's go look at Tesla. Let's bring Tesla in here. Somebody is watching it. And the SPY is also. Okay, here we go. Edit 243. 243. Look at this thing drop. You can only imagine how far, I can only imagine how far and why. Let's say 240, 250 would be the next target after 75. If it hits 75, let's say it's going to be low, but I'm going to put it low for a reason. And here we got 244.50. I don't want to bring this lower than the 13 at this minute. So let's say 244. There we go, 244 is going to be resistance. Back up. Look at this thing go. Amazing. It's going to drag the whole market down. Which would show that my target for the SPY is going to hit at 240, at 448. It's 448.25. And I think I put 448. I did. I'm hungry. Nobody feeds me. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Tesla. Jersey girl, I hope you're in that put, because if you are, you're going to be making some money. Absolutely. Absolutely. Great call. Great call. Okay. And I wasn't really watching Tesla before. I was watching it, but I really wasn't, let me put AMD on the top. And then I'm going to continue to watch. All right. I got AMD on the top, and I'm watching Tesla on the bottom. And where are we at here? Good. Everything's running good. We're looking good here. So we're watching the SPY. Came very close to hitting my next target. I put a lower target here. It's just one really out there. What did we say on Meta? I forgot what it was. 310. So it's a little higher than that right now. Because we're back up. And right now we're going to move our support back up to about 311.35. So if that's 311.35, then our next target again will be 310. Let's say Lower target would be about 310, even 50, about 50, 60. Bingo. Be right. It should be right there. I'm not going to put it right on it. It says 50. It should be 60. I'm going to put it right there. As long as we stay below the VWAP, we're good. Here's our trend line, which you can see now is starting to ascend. It's still on a descending. As long as we're under the VWAP, we are still descending. Okay. And then here, this one here, this line, we don't need this lower one anymore. We really would need a what do you call it? So what I'll do is I'm going to put an active step in there. All right. From here, there's your bottom, boom, to right there. And I'll cancel out my left. All right. So there's the active step, and this shows the squeeze, which we are doing. All right. And we want to edit this up now to, let's say, 25. I don't know how high we got. We're at it now, so it should be good. Right there. It's actually higher, maybe 35. Just tweaking it a little bit. 35. Bingo. Okay, we're still under there, so we can drop it any time. Be very careful. Don't think it's just going to go. If it's not, we might hit 313. I think 313 would be our right now our upper target at this point. So I'm going to take our upper target. I hate to do this under the VWAP. Let's activate this and bring it down to right there, and say right now that the VWAP would be our upper target. Okay, we got a ways to go, but that's where it would be. We're still on a 1 minute on this. 1 minute on to SPY. All right, SPY, the resistance is much lower. Let me lower that down. Let's say 449. It's right on the VWAP. Right on the VWAP. I hope it puts it right above one spec. Yeah, it does. So we got that there. There's my lower target, which we hit, and I made a new one. There goes Meta. Meta's going. Now Tesla's still trying to reach. If it can get above, then it's bullish above the 13, but still bearish below the VWAP. And right now, I didn't put any targets for upper or lower for what do you call it? For Tesla at this point. I'm not making the call. In fact, Jersey girl, why don't you make the call? You've been doing this long enough. Where would you say would be upper or lower? What would be the target for Tesla at this point in your mind? All right. Come on, guys. You start putting it out there for others, what you think. 244.40. We've got low, we have 240, 276. So we're going to move that up to 75. All right, 242, 75, or 244. It's actually higher. It doesn't look like much with Tesla the way it moves. We have to keep stronger. It's 11:38. I'm going to move this. I hate to do this since we're not in the contract, but let's move to 2 minute. All right. There we go on a 2 minute. This one here is moving up again also. Let's change this out. We're going to hit. We're going to hit target on this. There's the 312.75 with my target at 313. What do you think, folks? Looks good. Looks good. This here would be a little bit more movement. We had this from here. It would almost be like, reminds me of the song. I was just thinking about The Climb with Miley Cyrus. So it's like the meta's on the climb. So, and you can see here what's happening if we, hold on. Get off there. I want this one. It's like we almost have another step from here to here. Even at the 13, like that. Right, cancel the left. Cancel the right. So we have an extra step in here from here, if you're looking. So there's my trend line. Let's just bring it a little bit closer that way. There you go. Should meet up better. There. So you can see we had movement. We were going down from here to here, or the beginning of our day was down. Then the down started to pull up a little, and then you can see, like we put the brakes on right about here at 11 o'clock, 11:05, and it went across. Now it's starting to go up, and here's the second step, okay? And we're moving up, and probably at this rate, if we keep doing this, there's a good chance you can see the squeeze we're starting to squeeze up. This here shows us the squeeze up right there. All right, and we're looking for it. I wish I could play The Climb in the background. I love that song. End of day? No, I wasn't thinking of end of day, but Tesla. Welcome. Nice to see you joined us, COC. Sorry I missed you yesterday. When you went to the gym, I figured you took our schedule off, and it got real hot. My fault. Anyway, no big deal. We'll get to that door as it gets worse. I hope you feel guilty. Should have told me you were going to the gym. You could have just gone to mine. All right. Anyway, we had a plan for Sunday. It didn't happen. But that's okay. We're still friends. Everything's good. It's all good. All right. Let's see what we got here. I've hit my targets. How many times today? How many times I've called target and they've hit? Tesla and what's 1,000? You made 1,000 today? Yeah, it was too hot. You don't want to take the door off, then the whole house heats up too fast. That's why. And too hot for us. Well, we would have been in the shade, but I think we're going to have to do the door earlier in the morning. Look at this, moving up. So 244.70 now. Next step, 75. See if we can move this up. Boom, right there. So we got $1, and now we're back to $1 in the, see? A little less, 95 cents. Wow, exciting day. Okay, I know, it got too hot later on. It went to 95 degrees. Anyway, I don't want to discuss this in here now. I'm on a roll. Okay. All right. So look at this. Meta hit upper target. So I already hit it. There's your 313. So where's it go next? 50. 313.50. So I hope you're in the call, and you should be in a 315 call on Meta right now. Look at that. Already just passed me. Passed me before I even got it in there. So where's the next step? 314. I don't think it'll hit. Let's say 313.85. Remember last time? Hit that and 88 and boom, came right down. Let's see what happens. But you can see my line. You see the activation? I can put it on the inside of the 13 now. Right there at about that tip of the bam. Okay? See? So you can see the motion here would have been straight across about here. It's pushed up to here. So what am I talking about? If you look at the way the line really went, you extend to the right. If I could do a circle and I had a semicircle in here, you'd see an arrow with a push like a protractor into here. That's why we cancel out the right. And you can see how we're moving. Oh, the other thing I haven't moved. Now you can see the what we call what do you call that? I'm trying to think of the type of angle. You have, oh my God, it starts with an A. I can't believe my mind just went to a brain fart and I don't have that one written down. Squeeze, consolidate, reverse. Come on, somebody fill me in. When you're pushing upwards, the angle is what kind of an angle? So you have a descending, ascending. So you have an ascending triangle here. We finally went from descending. All morning we've been in descending. Everything's been from top down. So you can see we just went from here to there in ascending. If we take the whole day, I mean, that might change it. Let's see. Let's go to 5 minutes. And let's go, yeah, it's still descending. All right. That was ascending in this area. But if you take this here, activate it, and push this up to where we start on the high of the day, right there, then we still got a descending. But we're still on the climb. There. Let's go back to 3 minute. And this one here just came down a little bit for a second. So activate that and pull that to right there. But you can see the push. We are starting to push up, okay? From the bottom up, we are starting to push. See what's happening? That little push back, watch what it did. Extend to the right, you see? Got a little bit tighter there. So if it drops any further, we hit that line, we'll get rid of this one here. Get rid of this one. But for right now, we're still there. We're still holding. So we want to cancel the right. You understand? Okay. All right. We're good on the rest of the charts. except the resistance here is higher. It's the VWAP. Right above the VWAP at 313.25. Oh, wrong one. 313.25 should be. Why does that say 17? 25, I could have sworn it was right. 313.25 on resistance, and I got 313. Actually, let's drop that a little further. Well, I'm going to leave the 85. It's really 75, but I'm going to leave the 85. Let's move out there a little. All right, you see this one pulled down a little bit more. Oh, I didn't know you could do that. Let's see. You hit the right line. Oh, that's right. That's an extra step saved. So right now, let's remove this drawing, and let's take this one, extend it to the right. It's so close, I'm going to leave it there. It's so close. I will be cutting over this line here if I use it. So if I activate it, I would have to do this. I would just use the 13 right there. Leave it on the other side. It's the climb. It's the climb. I see her on the wrecking ball going back and forth. How many of you guys watch the wrecking ball? How many of you girls wish you were on the wrecking ball? Okay. Mike, active trader, get your mind out of the gutter. Take a deep breath. Now, who texted me? Who texted me? Who's bothering me? Resized. What did you send? Ah, okay. Oh, nice. It's on my phone, so it's a little hard to see. There you go. Oh, good, 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 good. See, Stoli just sent me his charts a few minutes ago. And what he's doing now is he's actually putting in his trend lines and he's putting in his support resistance. The only thing is, change your support color to green. I know it automatically comes in red, but put it in green on your support only, all right? Use green for support, right there. See your support lines and lower targets. Upper, red, lower. Anything below the VWAP is green. Anything above is red. Get used to doing that. It's just a change of color. So if you go in there and you go to edit it, you'll see the colors. It's real easy. The red one is not in there, so you got to go to more, and then you got to go to here, okay? That's for the upper part. That's it. Easy enough. Good job. Good job. Now I see what you were sending me. I didn't see it. My phone was dark. It was wasn't ignoring you. I do check my phone. Okay, we got 245, let's say 10. Maybe 15. It's getting up there. 10 resistance. Boy, it's been a real roller coaster today. Let's put up the roller coaster, right? Let's see, where am I? Roller coaster. Here's the roller coaster. Good job, good job. So you changed it to green. That's the done, I'm assuming. Good. Let me tell you something. If you stay with it, I know it's a lot of work, especially if you're doing more than two. You know, I'm doing 3, I'm doing 4 right now. But it's a lot of work, but in the end, it will pay off. And if you stick to the same colors, and if we all learn to use the same colors, I mean, there's no standard in the industry, just in my industry. So I've always used red for resistance, green for support. You know what? Support means go. But, you know, green for lower targets, upper targets. I try to keep it if it's above the VWAP in red, below the VWAP in green. My 13 exponential is always teal blue. So if I open this up, there it is. You see the blue right there? It's an easy blue. Top one right there. That's for the moving average 13 only. Whatever comes up for these, like here's the VWAP, okay? When you open up your VWAP, I just changed it to white. White's neutral, okay? It's either things are above or below, so white is neutral, okay? I'd use black, but you can't see black, all right? So white. And then for upper band, this is the color it generated. Lower band, this is the color that it generated. So I don't use these two colors, so I used it. I just kept it, whatever it generated for upper and lower band. Here's your lower band, here's your upper band. Upper VWAP, lower VWAP, VWAP. Okay, here's your cloud, the think cloud. Okay, I don't put 50s in there. I don't need it because I got them here on a think script. All right. The only thing I can't get to right now with 3 of these is my volume. I'd have to make this really small and this one larger and this one larger to be able to use my volume buttons. But I can go on another one. When I try to figure out how much volume per candlestick, the volume's missing. That sucks. I wish this volume would represent whatever candlestick I'm on. There's got to be a way to write it into the into the actual program, but I don't know how to do it. The way it's written now, it's whatever the last candlestick is. That's what it's showing the volume. I want it to show whatever. It continue on the left until I put my thing on it. Then I want it to show exactly what the volume is. But it doesn't do that. Okay? I'd have to do something like, yeah, watch. If I go like this, and there's my volume, and every time I go on my candlestick there, it's 147, 130, 116, which is way above right now average, which is good. Okay? So I'm just showing you guys. Let's go back to about here. There you go. It's about right, but you can't see the volume this way. That's the only problem. All right, that good? We all together now? All together. Let's sing all together now. Everybody remember the song? All together now. All together now. Was that a Beatles song? Who did the song All Together Now? The Farm? No. Oh yeah, it's a Beatles song remastered All Together Now. The Beatles. It really is. Wow. Yellow Submarine. All Together Now. That's got to be. All Together Now. That's how it'll come out later. That was from the Submarine from the Beatles, the Magical Mystery. No, well, that's the Yellow Submarine. Yellow Submarine, Magical Mystery Tour. Let me take you down where I'm going now. Strawberry fields. Take some strawberry fields. Has anybody dropped some strawberry fields? I did. Anyway, it's back when I was about 16, 17. I was really, really out there. I was on a mind expanding trip. Some were doing other things. I was doing crazy things and having a blast of my life, I thought. It all started when I was 12. I had a brother who did the wrong thing and really prevented my life from being what it could have been. And we haven't talked, maybe once or twice in the last 10 years. We don't talk. He doesn't realize how he screwed me. Don't want to hear it. It is what it is. You know, I can forgive, but I don't have to forget. Let's see here. Edit. Let's leave that at 35. 35. 35. There we go. 35. Boom. And then here, let's see, we got 244. Let's activate this up and bring it up about right there. 244. Wow, that's a little tight. That's going to be real tight. 240. Let's leave 85. That's a little less tighter. A little less tighter now. Take a little bit better now, baby. I love you so much and I can't let go. No, no, no. Come on. You get a little bit tighter now, baby. Who remembers that one? Wow. Really brings you back in time. Somebody's going to give their age away. Just a little bit tighter now, baby. Did you guys enjoy when I played guitar last week for like 15, 20 minutes? I very rarely do that, but we were in a kind of a slump time. Let's see, we're going back up. We're above the VWAP, the voice of an A. Thank you. It used to be, I really was, but not anymore. Once in a while, my voice comes back. It makes it, but all in all, I cannot sing like I used to be able to sing. I have that COPD, and I've got that larynx problem because of caffeine. So look at this, going up, watching the SPY as we move up, okay? So we are moving, all right? We are moving up, folks. Let's put it up 35, 45. Look at this. Look at this. 35, 40, 45. Let's say 50. Next step here will be 50. Right there. Nice. 50. 448. 75. 448. Exit here. Oh, we already have that. 75. That's good. Could make it 85. It's a little closer because now you can see we're above the VWAP. Then the VWAP actually becomes the what do you call it? Say 95. 95. I don't like to use odd number. You know, it's right below. The VWAP would be the pullback. Right now, 13 would be the pullback. So we want to see some pullback to push forward. Might end up hitting that upper target. Who knows? Support. You got to give me more than just support. I was, right. The word is support. Is the support. It says it right there. Okay, that's why I write them out. Now look at this. Look at this. Here's my upper target on Meta being hit right now. There it is. Bam. Another one. I hit another upper target. Right there. At, what did I put that at? 313.85. I think we hit it. We're close anyway. Let's see. Come on. 313. I did. 313.90. We hit it. So I hit my target. All right. So then the next upper target would be right now. Let's do this. Would be 314. All right, but I hit my target. So anybody who was in Meta, you can see we were patient and it hit. If you're patient, patience is the key to success when it comes to day trading any stock, whether it be options, futures. You've got to be patient. If you don't have patience, what does Warren Buffett say? Let's see, my resistance here now is, let's say, wow, 85. You got 90. We're going to hit. Look at that. I put my upper target to now 314. It's got to be the next hit. And here we're going to bring this up. I'm just afraid how far back it's going to come after it hits. Let's see. 312.50. 312.50. And that's 50 cents in that channel. I use my eye drops today. I'm using them less and less, but I got to learn to keep my eye open. My eye just closes on me. I'm watching it. I'm reading with one eye. I need to put a patch on my right eye. Maybe I can strengthen my left. What do you think? I can be the patch man? I'm sticking to the same game plan. 317, put entries with a stop loss for Meta. I will be patient and wait. And what did I just say? Patience. I was just talking about that, how you got to have patience. Sometimes we can only do 1 or 2 trades in a day, but those 2 trades can be the whole deal. Okay, you have to learn to be patient, because what does what's his name, Warren, say? Who knows what Warren says? Anybody here know what Warren says? Let me tell you what Warren Buffett says. He says that the stock market is a device of transferring money from the impatient to the patient. The patient will always win out in the end. So if you can learn more patience, and I know it's a hard call for you sometimes, but if you can, you will make more money at this game. Okay, let's put this at 60. 60. I'm still here at 440, 449. Let's put it above a little bit. So we're going to put this a little bit above at 440. Actually, I don't really, it's going to put it right on the VWAP. It's right there. Okay, that's good. I like that. That's perfect. We got a lower target. We have an upper target. Our upper target now would be, I said 449.85, so I went out there and reached for 450. And here my lower target would have been 448.11. I went for 448. All right. I pushed it out a little further. Right now, here's a hit right there on Meta again. Very, very close, 314. I'm going to put this up a little. The reason is I'm going to put it up. I don't know where I put it. It doesn't really matter, because I'm going to edit this up to 314 is really all the resistance here. So 314, which is my target. I just pushed it out of the way. All right. So that's my target. So I want to activate this, and you'll see we can move this over to this one here. Boom. And the bottom one, we're still good. We're touched right on the 13 exponential and right under the VWAP. So this is great. This is perfect. All right. What do we got going here? And then Tesla. AMD is still in the channel. I haven't had to touch that. I'm going to go over the contracts in 1 second to see if anything has changed. If you're not in a contract, you should be checking your contracts every few minutes if you're not in one to make sure they changed, okay? So we put the contracts back out here at what time? 11:30. It's a half hour, all right? Every half hour you should check and see what has changed, all right? So what do we got? SPY, still same, 449, 450. Okay, SPX should be the same then. If the SPY is the same, SPX, no, 4505, no, it's changed. So it's 4505 and let me see if that's right. 4505 on the put, and now 4510 on the call. Now we got AMD. AMD, where's my AMD? I moved it for now. AMD is 117.60, is now 118 on the call. 118 and 117. That's changed. Wouldn't have mattered if you played the other one. You'd just be a little bit in the money. All right, NVIDIA. NVIDIA is 452.73. 452. So let's say 452. Hold on. 452. It's right at the money at 452.50. You can do both 452.50. Unless it drops. NVIDIA 452.50. It's right there. I'm going to leave it where it's at. So it can go up to the next one from 452.50 to, I'm going to put it of to and from, to call of 4, I don't need the call sign in there, to what? 455, and the put could be anywhere from 450, is that right? 450 to, that can't be right. 450, what am I looking at? NVIDIA 452 would have to be 452.50 down to 450. All right, that's going to be NVIDIA. I gave you a choice there. And Meta right now is 312, so it's 315.00 would be the call, and then it would be 312.50. You see, your contracts did change. 312.50, and then we have Tesla, and Tesla would be 240. Let's see, 245, 242, 247.50. One more, and 245. 245.00 ... Okay, here's your contracts as they stand right now. All right. So if you're not in a contract and you're looking to get into one of these stocks, this would be the contracts you're looking for, the puts and the calls. Okay. Right here now on Tesla, we're going to move this up. We're going to stay with this now. And that's going to give us about 30.25. Let's leave it at 25. 246.25. And here we got 246.25. It should be 245. Right on the nose. Right under the 13. See why I do this and how I do it? Keep it right under the 13, and that gives you $1.25 in your channel. All right? With the target to be 247.25, 30, 247.50. That would be our target area. Okay? So right now, we're good. Resistance support. Here, we've got resistance support. We got trend lines, both correct. I don't think it's moved at all. Let's see. Where's my line? I'm on 3 minutes here. Let's put this. I don't want that. I want 3 minutes. 3 minutes. Let's leave them all on 3 minutes. All right? That good? And here, SPY. We're going to take this to 3 minutes too. The only reason I don't like it when you're not in it is I like the minute by minute. Here you can see the lack of right there. There was a lack of volume in that white one. Why didn't this thing open up like it should have? Let's do one thing. Let's put this back to this. And here, let's activate it. There it is. It didn't show up. Right there. Bottom's fine. Here, we're good. Our support's at 245. That's fine. That's $1 something away. Dollar. 45? Yeah, that's 245 to 246.25. We're right there. That's fine. This one here can be a little higher. All right, so let's activate the SPY. Put our support up to 249.20. It might be 25, but I don't want to see it on the line. There you go. Perfect. All right, and what do we got? AMD. Let's just bring it in for 1 second, and then I'll put Tesla back. Oh, I can't get rid of these. I have to get rid of those future signs. Hold on 1 second. Let's leave that for a second. I think you have to do this. Let's see, Forex, that's gone. Futures is gone. No, maybe not. Can't get rid of them. Not sure. Don't need corporate. Display currently listed options at their strike prices. Let's see, equities. Strikes. Put that at 14. Not that we're using it from here. Okay. Activate that up. I don't know why it puts in all these. Oh, they're gone? No, they're still there. Those are futures. There's your AMD. That's what I was looking for. All right, so we're going to take this, activate it up, move this up to about 117.35. What do we got? 24.35. That's what I said. Perfect. Then here, we're going to bring this down to about, let's bring it down to 75. Where am I at? 50. Perfect. There you go. Perfect. I knew it was right. Right below the VWAP. So we're looking at lower target. Lower target, which they changed, is 116.35. I have 116.25. Let's move it. It moved up, so let's make it 35. Right there on the line. This has become lower. We hit it later, and that would be 118.80. Gonna put it right on it. Close enough. Okay. Really, this would be up here, but I don't think we're gonna get there right now. We'll wait till we hit this one at 314. What did I put? 314. I didn't put 48. I know that. Let's see. Let's edit that. I did. That's not right. It should be 50 if anything. Be there. Okay. This moved a little bit. I can see because on the other side of the white now. Should be just, that's okay. It's tight. I'll put it right between the 13 and the VWAP. That's all. All right, good. We're all set. Anybody have any questions? Is Deck here? You never talk. He's in, he's listening from time to time. Okay, let's see, what do I got here? Charts. AMD on my top. So I want to put Tesla back. All right, you all got the picture of AMD in your mind? Good. Let's put Tesla. That's TDS. That's not what I want. Tesla. There you go. Thank you, Pete. Pete. Good old Pete. Come on, Pete. I know you're shy. Give us another lesson. Tell us something we don't know. And hold on one second. I want to change my airspeed. Wow. My legs. Okay. A little spray of this stuff. Where is it? Where is my spray? Here it is. Yum, I love this stuff. Mmm. I love that stuff. It's good stuff. Okay, we're good. And nothing's changed except for Meta. It went up a little bit. I can see it right there. So I can take my trend line and oh, that stuff is great. I bought some scent I really like for my room. You cannot spray a lot of this stuff. Hold on a second. I'll show you what it is. I bought more than I'll ever use in a lifetime, but it was such a good deal. Here we go. It's a scent bomb. And this one is called Clean Cotton. This is the bottle. I love the blue. It's got blue, what's that, those bottles. But here, it's called Blue Cotton. If I hold it still for a second, I see I'm still coming in the room. I went to get it. Okay, you'll see it in a second. I love this stuff. It just smells. It's one of my favorites. Okay. I may have to, I see I'm moving very slow. I may have to reboot for a second. Okay, give me 1 second. Speedtest.net. I'm going to do a little test of the, see where we're at. Because it looks like I'm moving very slow in the picture. I don't have much open, which I don't understand what's going on and why. Let's take that out of there. 160, that is low. 240, 270, 300, 350, 330. I'm over 300, over 300. 288. Okay, I was just curious. 288. What is this? Get rid of this. Live action. Let me just take a quick look at my default speed. 2, 3. Oh shit. Excuse my French. I missed something. 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Finger up. I want to just see what's going on here. 10. 6 seconds. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Too much. Did I miss something here? Okay, forget it. All right, guys, I need to reboot. All right, I need to reboot.